Now this, folks, is a Easter ass whooping. Dudes can't fuck with me. They can't handle the funk. Fuck this dude up. I gave the boy yesterday a Good Friday ass whooping, and I gave this dude a Easter ass whooping. But he was fucked. I left him fucked because it's funny because it's like you ever beat a dude and end the game before it's over. I put him in a situation where he lost, but he didn't lose officially, but the game was over because there was no way that he could escape this this trap that I set for him, and he fell victim to my trap. I fucked him up, you know. It was too fucking good for him. You feel what I'm saying? I set up a little trap for him, and he ain't see it, and he fell for it. You know? You know how I be doing these boys on here. I be doing these dudes dirty. How many victims do I got? I got about 140 of them. I'm gonna show you guys how this went down. Let me get this camera for you folks. Move it over here. Move it over here. Move it over here. Move it over here. All right, here we go. Here go the match. I got to get my screen toaster again so I don't have to use the camera all the time. But I was black. He was white. I'm gonna show you this Easter ass whooping that I gave him. Move this over to the side. All right, folks. Pay close attention. So like I said, I'm black. He white. He moved down. I moved up. He tried to get me with that old corny ass 3-move checkmate bullshit, and that wasn't gonna work. So I just moved this pawn up. He had to back that queen the fuck up. Back that queen the fuck up. I threatened his queen. I figure if he moved right here, I could move right here, put him into check, bang, then take his queen or even take his rook. But he was smart enough not to do that. So that let me know that he wasn't a super dumb player. And I moved that pawn up because I wanted to move eventually that bishop up. I mean that pawn up and threaten his bishop. And I figured since he already had protection here, I just threatened his bishop. I felt like maybe I would get more out of this exchange. Let me see. If he takes him, I'll take him. I don't know. Let me see. Alright. So he moved up, and I figure if I move him up 1, I can move up again and fork his queen and bishop. But that's not what ended up happening. He took him. I took him. And then he took him. So now he leading in the game 4-3. I was like, fuck, I can't believe I made that bad move. And I was mad as shit, man, because he was leading in the game. He had an extra pawn. So I had to refocus. I moved over here, threatening this piece up here. And I see his king is kind of unprotected up there, so I want to kind of get some of my pieces over this area. So he moved down. I kept moving my piece up, threatening his pawn there with my knight. He gives it protection, and I just moved my queen up further, trying to get all up in this hole up here, all up in the pussy hole. He moved this queen up 1, threatening a checkmate. Well, that would have been a checkmate. No, it wouldn't have been a checkmate, but I would have had to move over here. Okay, so I threatened this queen. And just to stop him from, cause see, he could have moved further down and like threaten that piece right there. So I moved my bishop right here to stop his pawn from moving down. He moved his knight down, and then I said, you know what? I can get him with something. So let me castle so I can move my rook over here and threaten this, because I realized he didn't have nowhere. His king didn't have nowhere to go. So, and I'm going to tell you how he ended up quitting the game, because he knew that it was over. So he just let the time run out. So he threatens my queen. I put him into check because I realized there was nothing he can do to stop anything from up here. Couldn't take my queen. So he moved his knight down. I moved up one. And if he would have took him, I would have just moved my queen down and took him with my knight. So he wasn't going to like put me into checking and take my rook. So then he moved over. And I said, you know what? Let me take him, get him out the way. We exchanged knights. And then I already seen this plan right here. I knew it was over. I fucked him good with that move. Look at this shit. Bam. It's over. And he ended up quitting. He let the time run out because it was nothing he can do to avoid this checkmate over here. I set that trap up real good for him. He fell right for it. That's check motherfucking mate right there, man. It ain't nothing he can do to stop that. That's check motherfucking mate. Fucked them up. Alright, folks. So, I just had to come up on here and record the Good Friday ass whooping and the Easter ass whooping. That's what I'm gonna call these videos. These two victims, new victims of mine. The Easter ass whooping and the Good Friday ass whooping. Peace.